Alright guys, we're back for yet another Bleach Brave Souls video, and we will have the Japanese Parasol summons available in less than 24 hours from now, from the time of me recording this video. Now, should you guys summon on the banner, I'm gonna give you guys a quick and easy answer. I don't think you guys should go all out on this banner, because the main prize of the banner is pretty much gonna be Shinji, and the other two characters are just normal tech characters that are designed for Guild Quest. While one of the NAD units, they're more so of a gauge character, but it's not really replacing anyone for what they are designed for. So I would pretty much call this an easy skip, unless you do not have Oetsu and you guys are planning to summon for Shinji just to get a better main lead for melee no affiliation killer. Then I'd say go ahead and summon. Just be very careful though, because in a couple months time we will have the Golden Week celebration, and I do assume that we will get the vote banner that we've all voted for like almost a year ago. So yeah, this should have 3 of the most voted characters, and we should be also getting a remake of a very old seasonal character. So this could be a 4-character banner that we haven't gotten in a very long time. But besides that, it's also to save for the 10th anniversary, because it's better to get ready. We're gonna get something really huge for it. So that's pretty much the reason why. Now, before breaking down the entire banner, let's just go over the entire Spring Festival campaign, because there's some stuff to cover, such as the point event, which I kind of forgot to cover, and of course, here is what we can expect out of this. Login bonuses renewal. Okay, so they're renewing stuff. The renewed login bonuses now include items such as Spirit Orbs and Essence Scrolls that could be previously obtained at the Chronicle Quest Exchange. A total of 90 Spirit Orbs and 7 Essence Scrolls will be available. Good job, Caleb. I really like this. So they moved all of the orbs that you would get from Chronicle quests just to be added into the login bonuses. I like this. This is very good. Very, very good. You don't have to do PvP to get them. You don't have to do Arena to get them. Very, very nice. And then here is some of the stuff that we're getting for the Spring Festival login bonus. Login during the period shown above to claim up to 60 Spirit Orbs and 80 Soul Tickets. Alright, that's actually pretty good. And then here are the Spring Festival campaign special orders, which it's pretty much the same stuff. Complete everything, you get 5 orbs. You just need to do 70 break battles, do guild quests 4 times, and clear a single player quest 800 times. And you also get some golden hammers. Good, because I need this for getting my Masangas to 5-star plus. And why is there a Japanese kanji right there? That's crazy bug right there. Epic Raid is going to be returning. Here is the point event. This is going to be your regular 10 million point event, if it's not a 15 million, but you can get up to 2 Essence Scrolls. Wait, this might be a 15 million point event now that I think about it, so let's just take a look at it real quick. These are the character bonuses that you can pretty much bring if you have summoned on mid-month, which I don't really think you guys should have done that, and you guys are summoning on the banner. From these characters, you'll get the +3 lottery rewards, and here are the +1 lottery rewards characters if you guys are planning to skip the banner. So yeah, okay, let's see everything else. Yeah, okay, it's a 10 million point event, so that's pretty much it. I don't mind this at all. This is pretty damn good. And yeah, make sure to fund this out. You can get yourself a crap ton of orbs, and you can get some Essence Scrolls. Oh, looks like something got data mined over on Ubatch, which I'm going to uncover by the time we're done with all of this. So we have the paid packs. Obviously, these are not good. More revival candles. They're kind of dead for me. Cone's Mega Bonanza will also be back starting later on today at Guild Quest Reset. So yeah, good way to power up your characters. Let's just take a look at these bullcrap paid packs. Why don't we? Okay, the 40% one features Retsu. The rest of the lineup is eh. Keep in mind, you're not guaranteed to get the characters. It's literally a 40% chance to even pull that featured, which is bad. Like, why can't you select them? Here's the silver pack. Obviously, just as bad as the regular one. It's not that much better. Just Orihime being solid, I guess. But eh. Pretty bad. And then let's just take a look at the most expensive one, the golden pack. Oh, yeah. Oh, 8th anniversary Ichigo. Are they finally gonna start including the 8th anniversary characters soon in free multis and packs? I hope that's gonna be the case. Will I pick this one up? I don't know, man. I mean, it does have value for me. I still need to get my final copy of Shunsui, and I guess copies of Ikaku wouldn't be too bad. But, yeah. Anywho, before breaking down the entire banner, I want to give a brief shoutouts to you, Batch, because, oh, guess what's coming back? We finally have ourselves a Brave Festival coming our way, and the first character is going to be Gremmy. So, if you guys are still looking to pull this character, potentially even 5-5ing this unit, well, here's your chance. There's no date yet, so do not ask me, oh, Death Smasher, when is this coming? When can I expect it? I don't know. There's no date. Nothing has been hinted. So we don't know what the fillers are, but just know that if you guys were to summon and go to step 20, you'll be able to get Gremmy guaranteed. So for any new player out there wanting to summon on him, now's your chance. But besides that, you can pull this guy from BBS tickets. And that's all that got data mined, just this right here. Okay, now we can resume with the breakdown. Now, I already gave you guys a brief description whether you guys should summon or not, and now we're gonna go into the full details of the characters. So, starting it off with Shinji. This character is amazing, fantastic. He is the best power character that we have in the game. So, if you guys are summoning to look for a brand new power character, and you are missing the likes of Mugetsu, Senjumaru, Thousand Year Blower, Soifun, this is a great character to pick up because he has everything that you would want to have out of a brand new character, and I do consider this guy to be a top 5 best unit in the game by far. Not top 3, obviously, but he's pretty much up there because he does have no affiliation killer, plus he is competing with Oetsu. He has an EX move, which is 900 radius all around him, pretty fast to activate, and has a very high chance of inflicting Dominate. So you can use this EX move when you're out of strong attacks to inflict Dominate and then kill with whatever strong attack comes back, or you can just use the Soul Bomb in Guild Quest to get away with it. And of course, it'll be great against the Poise mobs in Limit Breaker quests, and has a soul trait of strong attack reaches time of -14%, with Sprinter +1, Havoc of 20%, and Marauder. And then the skill set, everything about this guy is just perfect. Yeah, sure, no Frenzy +3, but I'm gonna be honest, you don't need to have every single character to be broken in the game. So even getting Frenzy +2 is fine as long as you have other skills and a great kit to back it up. So he has Berserker of 80%, Devastation of 80%, Debilitator of +7 seconds, with damage to dominated enemies of 100%, and then has this new skill called Team Party, increased damage to status element affected enemies of 20%. For now, it's low, but being able to buff every single character, even just by 20%, is actually quite huge. If you're missing any type of specific damage buffer, you can use the Shinji on any type of given Guild Quest rotation or any type of Limit Breaker, when you can use him just fine, and he'll be able to give everyone 20% more damage to element affected enemies, which is actually pretty good. And then he does have increased status summon chance against no affiliation enemies, with Poise Break, Fire Immunity, and the 80% SP boost. So overall, as a power character, I definitely would say he is among the best. And he has the same kit as Bankai Senjumaru 2, being the Suction Vortex, 960 in front, and then a 1200 radius full screen. So yeah, exact copy and paste, and this guy is really good. Compared to Oetsu though, it does seem like Oetsu still outperforms him, literally due to the fact that he has the gauge at his disposal, and just the fact that he doesn't have to rely on RNG just to be able to clear through the quest. Because comparing Shinji to Oetsu, his banner is still up and active, but by the time the banner drops, this banner will pretty much be gone. So if you guys are choosing to summon, it's really up to you guys. But the banner is not that great, I'm gonna keep it honest. But you guys have to keep in mind that this guy's a cage character. He kind of gets away with it. His EX move is the only sucky thing about the character, but like, he doesn't rely on RNG and has by far the most consistent DPS output out there without having to rely on proccing, as he just has Frenzy +2, 140% Purity, and then he gets all of his strong attacks back upon activating the gauge. And with the gauge active, you do get an additional Frenzy +1 with 100% Berserker. So in total, he has Frenzy +3, 100% Berserker, and 140% Purity, just for being able to use him in Guild Quest. And this guy is better than Yuha overall. Okay, Death Smasher, so you're saying Shinji is a fumbled release? Fuck no, because this guy, like I stated, he's still gonna be very good. He'll still perform very similarly to Oetsu, and if you guys do get him duped up, you will be able to get around 50 seconds remaining just fine with this character, and be able to get away with it just fine at the end of the day. It's an alternative unit, which I do not mind. Lads, for certain Guild Quest rotations, it's better to have alternative characters, so that way, if you have missed on the main release, that was the best for the Guild Quest rotation, you have this kind of character right here to get away with it, and do similar, if not slightly better scores, depending on your dupe level. And this is great. This is not like Driscoll, where he was an alternative to Soifun, and did not even do better than her at all. This character is an alternative done right, and if you guys are missing Oetsu, this is a great character to pick up without having to worry about anything else. And that is why he is the main prize of the banner. He is great. I've got nothing else to add. So, now let's move along. I'm gonna make this very brief and short for these characters, but like, Riruka, yeah, okay. It's a melee normal attacking character for the Quincy Killer rotation, and I don't mind it because of the simple matter of fact that if we take a look at the album, we don't have that many normal attacking characters for melee Quincy, and I'm going to show you guys right now. The only normal attacking character that we have for the rotation is just Grimmjow. As you guys can see, there are no boosters to bring here. No one, not a single one. But here's the thing. Because we have Ichigo and Ishin who are so cracked that they literally can do this Guild Quest on their own as long as you have them 2 out of 5, you don't really need normal attacking characters for this type of Guild Quest rotation. All they really need is an off-killer booster like the Tech 1000-Year Blower Tenjiro, or even anyone along the lines of Christmas Neliel, 1000-Year Blower Christmas Nemu. You can name any character that has the booster skill that you can put on rotation that gives out barriers, and they'll still be fine to use. And then you just need characters that give out more strong attack damage. In the case of Ichigo, Heart Zangetsu is a really good damage buffer, and you can put on the Mugetsu link. With Ishin, you're going to want to have the likes of Academy Shuhei, who is perfect, just to be able to mega juice these characters. And at that point, you don't really need Riruka at all, or when it comes to even doing competitive high scores. But in the event you don't have either the likes of Ichigo or Ishin, and you guys are kind of stuck with using the likes of, I don't know, I'm gonna name out a few characters, the Tech Ichibei, Future Society, Noitora, then okay, in that case, you're definitely gonna want to summon for this character, since she'll actually provide value with being able to boost, do damage, and she'll be able to do just fine for the melee Quincy Killer rotation. And it's mainly more so just to clear and not get a very high score. And that's pretty much the reason why you kind of would want her, but the rest, you don't really need this character. But going over everything else, she does have a very high bruiser than normal. She has a normal attack damage soul trait of 35% with 75% bruiser. So this character has 110 bruiser, so outside of Guild Quest, she'll perform similarly to the resurrected Tokinata with just 10% more damage. And then you have all these crazy wasted skills of being able to dodge Quincy damage, have DR against Quincy's, and then you have damage reduction. Bro, these skills are so wasted when you're just bringing this character for Guild Quest. Why not just give her a fucking barrier and put in multi-barrier? That would be so much better. I'm sorry. But the rest, she does have long reach of 20% enhancer, poise, marauder, weaken immunity, booster, the boring Guild Quest skills of Flurry plus 1, Flurry plus 2 in Guild Quest, extra killer effect of 30% outside of Guild Quests, 50% in Guild Quests, and then you do get 30% melee damage in Guild Quests. Outside of that, it's 10%. So, yeah. Now, the next one is Momo. Now, Momo, okay, I'll be honest. In my breakdown video, I was a bit more negative towards this character because this was an Espada killer that, in my opinion, should have been a main rather than a NAD unit. So I'm just going to give it that, but even then, this character is pretty much going to be similar to the likes of the Christmas Nemu, where outside of Guild Quest, she is going to be just as good because she doesn't have Guild Quest skills. She just has the gauge, and once you get the gauge active, you do get an extra flurry with 100% bruiser. And this already helps with the fact that this character just has flurry +1 in her baseline skill set. But everything else, she does have 80% normal attack damage when at full stem and has a really godly link, helps out with a lot of tech nat units. And then everything else, sprint +1 sharpshooter, long reach of 20%, poise, healer, medic, hidden enemy chance 100%, multi-barrier +2, gauge rampage, and start gauge of 70% with weaken immunity and recharge time of -12%. Now this character, while she is very strong to use outside of Guild Quest, unfortunately it's not a character that you will really need, because you can just bring the likes of the Tech Yukio to accomplish the need of having a Nat character, and most importantly, will be able to boost. Momo cannot boost as a character, and realistically speaking, if you just have the likes of Yukio and Cacao Society Ulk, you don't need a summon for this character. And if you're just looking for a very powerful Nat character to use for tech, overall, everywhere else for autoing, that's a solid character for summoning for, I guess. But you know who else is good for autoing that is more than likely going to be better than this character? Take a guess. It starts with an A, ends with an N. Yeah, this guy right here is still going to be better than Momo to use as a tech character for everywhere else, not including Guild Quest. In Guild Quest, obviously he's dead because of how they buffed the enemy mobs' HP and lowered their defense. Flare +1 characters are just not good to use anymore. Somewhat except for Cacao Society Ulquior because he's saved by the Guild Quest skills. Same exact case for Shinsui and Yukio. But yeah, I don't mind getting a normal attacking character, but at that point, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of wish that they swapped the killers for something that could have been a bit more beneficial. Like, what is a ranged rotation that could be missing a character like her? Let's check it out real quick. Soul Reaper Killer is completely fine. Then does need a new Nad character, but not that kind of typology. I'd rather have someone else that completely replaces Crispinus Nell. Squad Zero still does need a booster, but you're better off running the likes of Tsuruchi over the Momo. Ranged Hollow, if you do not have Giselle to buff Gremmy, I think that she would have been a very good option for Ranged Hollow. I'm not even gonna cap. You have Shunsui that can still boost? Momo being the Gauge character? Yeah, actually, I think this will work out a bit better here. Ranged Oronker, I would not have minded it too much. Ranged Human is actually perfect because the only Nat character is Tenjiro, and Tenjiro will be able to buff Momo, so yeah, I would have preferred if she were a human killer, now that I think about it. Stern Ritter is completely fine. No affiliation killer needs a whole booster. Yeah, I would have preferred if Momo were a ranged human killer rather than an Espada killer, if you guys ask me. But, yeah, I think I'm done rambling on about the characters. Now, we can talk about the fillers, which, in my opinion, besides summoning for Shinji, who is going to be the main prize of the banner, the fillers are actually not that bad. It's actually kind of decent, and you do have the swimsuit Bambis returning for the first time since, well, after the 9th anniversary pole banner. So very, very nice. I do like this, and now we're gonna easily break this down. Starting off with Swimsuit Meninia, she is still one of the best farmers to use in the game, as she has the same skill set as the likes of the Speed Senjumaru, of being a character with purity and can pretty much pierce through iron skin, and she is able to farm Super Link Slot potions of +10, and you can use her as a link for any mind character and turn them into super potion characters. And this character, considering she has the limited status, yeah, you kind of want to get this character. I'm not gonna lie. Only once though, you don't really need duplicates of her. But besides that, Frenzy +2, Berserker 50, 100% Purity, does farm a bit of normal potions here and there, Medic, Multi-Barrier, Shared Complete Immunity, Recharge time of -12%, and then does have Guard Break plus Pierce Iron Skin with Havoc and Spurn +1 on the innate abilities. SA1 is Dookie. It is the Azashiro SA1, but with a bit more mags, but it's pretty much easy to kill in Link Slot Trial, so I wouldn't really worry too much about that. And then the SA2, she has an 870 Lunge, which is a shield and does heal, and then the SA3 is going to be a 1200 radius full screen SA3, so yeah. Very good farmer to get. I'll definitely just leave it with that. Candace, she is a Guild Quest NAD unit for the likes of ranged Stern Ritter Guild Quest, and if you do not have Holobankai Tosh to clear it, this is gonna be a character that can help you out a bit on that note, as she does have the stuff that you would expect out of her. Flurry +1, Flurry +2 in Guild Quest, the extra killer effect, the extra range damage, Bruiser of 80% booster, speed attribute character, normal attack damage of 20% with poise, sharpshooter, weaken immunity, can boost, and then lastly, dodge Quincy damage, long reach of 20, and sprinter +3. So yeah. The kit doesn't really matter too much because she does have the vortex into pushback attack. I have not found this strong attack to annoy me at all when it came to using Holobankai Tosh, because I would freeze the enemy before Candace would even push back with the SA1. SA2 is the beam, kind of annoying because it does push back a little bit of the mobs, but now it's a lot less annoying because they changed Guild Quest. And then she has a 975 radius AoE in front. So yeah, if you're trying to get the best scores with Holobankai Tosho, this is a must summon character. But if you already have Holobankai Tosh and you're just trying to casually clear, you literally just need an off-killer booster and you're just gonna be fine. Just make sure that Toshiro has at least a 2-5 and you should be good to go. But if not that and he's 1-5, yeah, this is a character that you definitely will want to get on your hands. Bambietta, I'll definitely say that she's been replaced for Asnot when it comes to Guild Quest. But as a Guild Quest character, she will still be able to work very well with being able to get pretty high scores. I've seen someone get around 55 or something of that kind of nature. I don't remember, but everything else, she is a Guild Quest character, but even outside of Guild Quest, I think that this character is quite powerful. The only bad thing I would say is the kits, because she has a suction vortex on the SA1, which isn't bad, but the SA2 is a beam. I don't like beam SA2s. I'm sorry, but they just make the character so goddamn linear, and it's kind of why this character was only able to get 50 seconds on her own just by being max transcended, when Asnot can already do it at just being 2-5. So there's that, but the elements that she does have is actually quite broken though, so I'll at least give it at that with paralysis and laceration. And yeah, going over everything else, Frenzy +2, Frenzy +3 in Guild Quest, Berserker 40, Debilitator +5 seconds, Devastation of 60%, Killer Effect of 50%, outside of that 30, Long Stride, Marauder, Melee damage of 30%, 80% SP boost, and then the innate abilities, she does have Freeze Immunity with Havoc of 20% and Sprint +1, and I do believe that she does have a defeated enemy bonus skill, where when you defeat a set amount of enemies, whether it's yourself or the ally, you'll be able to get, I think, around 20% more killer effect. So it's like as if Bambietta does get a mini killer plus to that extent, but that's pretty much about it. And then, like I stated before, the kit needed to be a bit better. Like, Beam SA2s are just not it, Chief. Not for SP units. So yeah. Yeah, if you do not have Asnot for Guild Quest, this is a great character to pick up. Definitely. But if you have Asnot, you don't really need to pick this up. But if you're going for crazy scores, yeah, you might want to consider summoning for this banner. But not for me, because I'm going to 5-5 my Asnot soon enough, and I'll just run Kilga as the side unit, so yeah. The last few pillars of the banner are just going to be regular seasonals now, and Nanao is just a +10 link slot potion farmer while being able to provide speed link slot potions of +5. This is not the first character to get this. If you have the likes of the Academy Momo, you don't really need to summon for this character at all. But yeah, she does have Frenzy +2, Berserker 50, Soul Reaper Resonance. The more Soul Reapers are on the map, the more Nanao gets buffed up. Team Party, Technique Attribute Character, Strong Attack Damage of 20% with a Devastation of 60%, and can also farm droplets and not just only potions. So yeah, no super potions, and does inflict weakening on the entire kit except the SA3. And the innate abilities, she does have Guard Break with Havoc and Sprinter +1. That being said, the SA1, for epic rates, it's Dookie. It's a 40% shave. This is not what you would want to have, but for Link Slot Trials, it's fine enough as is. And then she has the Beam SA2, which isn't the greatest, I'll be honest. Would have been better to have a circular AoE around her, but she's a farmer. So I'll at least give Caleb the benefit of the doubt. And then the SA3 is a full screen 1200 radius SA3, so pretty okay-ish character, nothing too crazy. Now Shunsui, on the other hand, this is a Guild Quest NAD character that I do give a lot more value than Candace, because the Guild Quest rotation in and of itself doesn't have too many broken main leads. except for Rukia, now that she has gotten a bit buffed, but you still want to have a NAD unit to help her out when it comes to clearing the guild quest, and this Shunsui is perfect for that, because he has the same guild quest skills, has a bruiser of 40%, but also this beautiful thing right here, full stam, normal attack damage of 40%, can inflict drain, so he'll be able to work nicely with Rukia, and when this character procs, but you already have the SP boost on Rukia, it's not going to hurt the character as much. So she'll still be able to work very nicely with him. And has Star Barrier or plus 10 with Poise, so he's almost never going to be able to lose the full stamina. And then the Soul Tree, Guard Break, Paralysis Immunity, and Sprint plus 1. And then the kit, I don't think it matters too much, but besides that, his SA2 is going to be the surrounding vortex around him, so either way, he'll be able to stop the enemy mobs from attacking him, and he'll be completely fine, so a great guild quest character. Even he's the only bad character to pull from the banner. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you. You don't need this character at all. He just serves no purpose on your account. The day I pulled him, I never really got to use him because there are just so many better speed characters overall that you're only going to be using him if you're a Gin fan, because besides that, Frenzy plus 2, he doesn't have Berserker, damage to weaken enemies, increased status summon chance against power attribute enemies, hit underground enemies, multi-barrier plus 2, sharpshooter, and full stamina damage boost of 20% with complete immunity, and then has 40% more strong attack damage at full stam. No SP boost. He cannot proc on the SA2. He does have extra cooldowns though, so that's gonna help, but you're still not gonna be able to proc. Read dodge, read all affiliation dodge, burn plus 2, and then the SA1 is garbage. 18% shave. 960 in front on the SA2. SA3 is full screen. Yeah, this character is very mediocre. I'm sorry. So, yeah. We do need a new broken Gin, man. This is not funny. But, yeah, do keep in mind that if you guys are going to be summoning on the banner, there is an unfeatured draw rate of 1.5, but you will still be able to get the pity ticket by the time you hit step 25. But I would not really recommend going to step 25 for said reasons. But, yeah, do let me know if you guys are going to summon and all that good stuff. If you guys are planning to save for the individual banners, if you guys are just looking for Shinji, it might be the best way to get him, even though it is a 1% chance, and there have been some people hating individual banners and not being able to get the characters that they want. It is respectable that you guys would want to summon on that. The banner is not too good. It's not good. Riruka's banner is not that good either, and Momo's banner is not that good. So, yeah. Only summon if you care about one character in particular and you don't give a damn about the rest. That's my best description. If you guys are just looking to get all three, then summon on the main banner. You also have better value. So, yeah. It's just that this banner feels way too much like a one-character banner, if you guys ask me, where the only other things to compensate you are just the fillers with the swimsuit Bambis, nothing else. But yeah, long video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys all in the next one. This has been your boy, the Dash Smasher, and I'm signing out. If you guys have enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification. I'm signing out, so take care, lads. Bye. Sayonara. Ciao, ciao.